Well, it all began when I was walking down. I went to the store near Heracles, and Alan McCall said that he'd found some kittens. And when I liked them, I thought, well, I'll go and see them. The minute I saw them, I knew they were different. Even though they were tiny, barely eyes open, not long, they were on the attack straight away. They'd bite and scratch, and nothing like I'd seen before. And the tails were striped, and I thought, well, I'll take them on. Took them back down, made a run for them, and I watched them and photographed them going up trees, and they weren't frightened of heights. They were a bit scared of water, but too sure of it. And I just watched all this behaviour, and I thought, well, I don't know, I'd better train them to hunt somehow. I got a fishing reel, and I put some meat and a bit of rabbit skin on top of the stake, wound it to and fro, wound it backwards and forwards, and I started trying to teach them to hunt. We don't have to teach a cat to hunt, because it automatically does it. If it's hungry, it'll catch something. They chased it 2 to 3 times, and they chased it twice, and they chased it once, and they lost interest in it. They knew it was artificial. And a domestic cat would chase it forever. I thought, why is this cat's different? They're different. In the end, I thought, well, I'm not really getting anywhere with these cats. I'll give them to London Zoo, they can breed from them. So I wrote to London Zoo, and Mike Bramble, the curator, very enlightened character, wrote back and said, we can't take your wildcats, we've got an old Tom here. We're trying to find better accommodation for. I like the way he put it. Better accommodation for. They couldn't get rid of the damn thing quick enough. It'd scalp 2 keepers. He couldn't go into this wildcat Tom. He couldn't go into its den without it launching itself at them. Straight at them, attack, trying to claw their eyes out. I thought, I didn't know this at the time, but when I went to see him, I said, well, I'll have a look at him. And I took one look at this thing. Pah! As soon as it saw me, like, pah! His mad eyes, I thought, I'm looking at the devil, it's great green eyes. I thought I could see flames coming out of him. What the hell is this? It's an absolute devil of a cat. It was a devil incarnate. And right from the start, I always knew where I stood with him. I called him Sylvester, because he had a growl. He used to go, when he got near me, and he'd go, pah, like this, and attack. He'd hit the ground with his paw to repel you, 1 foot in front of the other, and all claws out, ready to fight. And he would just advance, come out of his den, come at me. If the netting wasn't there, he would have been on me. He'd claw his way up and try to get at my eyes off. I knew exactly where I stood with him all the time. It's totally in violent hatred. And you couldn't fault him, because he was true to himself. As I found about the wildcats, they have an indomitable, independent kind of free spirit. They're shy, they're clever, they move silently, they always look where they're going. A stalker could learn a lot from watching a wildcat. And they're faithful in their love, if you could use such a word, not too anthropomorphic. And they will fight to the death for their freedom. They epitomise what it takes to be truly free, I think. The independent kind of character, true to itself constantly. I learnt a lot from him.